quick glance around the party. Right, guys. During the night, I managed to find sufficient wood and sharpen up 3 stakes for dealing with this vampire. So I give one to Bryn, and I'm going to give one to Yen as well. Here's a stake each.
So it is a vampire.
Through the heart, if you come across this thing.
Certainly seems
That's what Rod's saying, and I trust him. He seems to know what he's talking about.
Are you up to it?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
You seem like you're not.
Listen, lady, we got 3 stakes. 3.
That's 3 chances.
3 sucks. This vampire's only got 1 fucking heart, mate.
It's not one vampire.
Grossly over-equipped for this.
Just bring him back, please. Just please.
What, the vampire? Oh no, shit, your son.
If you promise to hang on to him next time, do you mean the stakes?
She's looking increasingly nervous about this whole affair. If you bring him back, like just.
It's alright, we brought you bow, didn't we?
I'll sell my business. I'll just whatever it takes. Thank you.
Listen, we're not in it. We're not in it for the money.
But we like money.
Not just for the money. It's all about doing a good thing, and we're going to do our best to get your son back. And if you excuse me, I'm going to go and vomit behind a hedge.
And if you could be a little bit quieter, that would be fantastic.
That would be brilliant if you could just keep it. I mean, I don't want to say your voice is shrill, but
it's got a bit of a tone on the end.
it's just.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to vomit.
Well, I have this for you. She hands Marcus a potion of healing.
Right then, shall we make a move?
Good luck.
Before we go, lads, should we decide who is holding the healing potions?
We don't all on loot.
I'm holding it.
We haven't. Yeah, he's carrying it.
Is it worth stashing it in town rather than taking it into the dungeon with? It seems like a lot of gold. That's quite like we're getting a reasonable amount of gold to carry now. This.
That's a fair point actually.
Should we store it?
Yeah, I think we could.
Yeah.
I'm sure the barkeep would be happy to look after it for us.
What do you want to take with you?
Just the healing potion.
So there's nothing else.
Maybe
No, the mirror. Because vampires don't appear in mirrors. So if we have a mirrored surface,
and
we
we
can
see
use
nothing.
it. Exactly.
Then we know that.
So if we walk around just looking through this mirror, we see nothing.
Because
We be snuck up upon by the vampire, or we'll know whether he's a vampire.
Yeah.
So we can put a stake in his heart.
Okay, so I'm
Actually, it'd be easy.
bare chested. I don't have anything, but I've got a
No,
little
it's a check,
silver
it's a
mirror tucked into my waist.
So every time we see someone on this journey, we'll just get the mirror out. Is there someone there? Yes.
Are you a vampire?
Not a vampire.
So obviously you're taking the bowl. Just.
Oh yeah,
Oh
we'll
shit.
take the
Leave the bowl. I require the bowl. Did you? Oh shit.
Oh, in that case, should we take the little statue thingies? as
Yeah,
well?
I was thinking taking the statue
They might
and
come
the
in handy.
totems.
Yeah.
So healing potions, I think that I should take one.
So I am by like a ridiculous margin the most vulnerable. I have 9 hit points.
How?
Oh, well, if we give you one, then you
I
can
don't-
give it to whoever needs it. Can we do this
I'm
whilst
living
we're
it.
walking, please? Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
on our way.
Oh yeah,
You're
no,
walking towards the
I'm like,
I don't want to carry it.
What is the marching order, if I may ask? Yen first, second is.
The two of us, I guess, probably like side by side or so.
And then behind Bryn is.
Rod and Rack at the back, I think.
Flying over the top of them.
You're flying over the top.
Yeah. Well,
It's quite thick forest, so.
Can I be over the canopy?
You can be over the canopy, but you won't see what's going on below.
I'll use message to shoot you messages. If I can see him, can I see him through the canopy? Or is it too dense even for that?
Yeah, you can just about see him.
Can I make a nature check as we go to see if I can find any wild garlic? Because
But you know it's bullshit.
Well, I'm not sure, but also at this point I need to go along with the. I need to go along.
I
with
spent
it.
my
I'm
night
so
sharpening
committed.
stakes. I'm not going to be happy if he's not committed.
I rolled a 21.
These aren't trees. These are just
Giant
huge
garlic.
mounds of garlic.
You find 5 bulbs of garlic. You're walking along and you just brush past some vines, but then as you keep walking past, those vines haven't left your hands and they start to creep up your arm. And these vines keep grabbing you and they bring you in backwards and they kind of snap at your body and you take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Fuck me.
Jesus!
Getting killed by a fucking plant.
These vines are like as thick as an oak
And
tree.
then suddenly you see descending from the top, these vines just drop to the floor and they take on this humanoid figure made of vines entirely. You are well and truly grappled by these vines right now, having just been bludgeoned by them. I want everyone to be rolling initiative.
Am I still
1-1.
the canopy? Like,
15.
Oh my god, it actually
You
happened.
don't know what's going on.
Guys, it actually happened again.
Then what is it up with
what's that initiative?
the? Are you using loaded
What
dice?
did you say to roll initiative?
I don't understand it.
Roll that d20 again to see what happens.
Oh my god!
It's a 20.
It's a natural 20.
Is your ball with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the fucking is Floyd?
Can I get you to roll like another animal handling check?
Floyd.
Floyd's
He's changed his name, has he?
His name slowly evolves every time.
Oh no, you might lose him.
Oh no, I got to vote for.
He is still with you, but he's not in this fight. He
Oh,
is
that's
interested in some shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
Whilst your party's suddenly been surprised by this
Fucking weird thing.
this vine humanoid creature, you then suddenly notice out from the side of the narrow forest path you're following, what you thought to be some sort of twiggy bush comes out into the path and turns into another humanoid figure. This needle humanoid. They are going to go straight for Marcus. Just jumps out and it goes with its needly
So it's like a thorn bush sort of thing, like we think.
hands. It's like a thorn bush, yes.
Okay.
With its needle hands comes to scrape at Marcus. Scraping across your chainmail plate, doing nothing, but then it continues and hits your arm, drawing blood, and you take 8 points piercing damage.
Oh my god, these things are gonna murder us!
Rack, you don't know what's
Fully
going on. You
I heard
can't
noises. Surely I had screaming and whatnot.
Roll perception.
17.
You can just about hear the startled yelp of a captured yen.
So I dropped down below the foliage.
You have some trouble getting past the canopy, but
Right.
just about push past, and you can see the situation.
There's a vine one which is attacking him. So I'm going to attack it with my just unarmed attack with my talons. 1.
The curse
+6.
has gone to Sam.
I thought I jumped down from the tree and miss.
You just miss.
Can
you
I then-
land and you misjudged it.
Can I do my attack, my bonus action of another attack though?
Yeah, you may. You come in with your fists, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your fists, and you just sort of punch away at the spine.
I
trying
still had to
grapple-
think because I've got slightly pointy clawy nail thing.
Yeah.
I just attack with like kind of like
Yeah.
palm or fingertip.
Palm, you're also partially trying to help.
Yeah, so
out.
trying to slash at it.
Yeah, some of the vines fall loose off of its body and they don't really grow back, they just fall to the floor and it's taking some visual damage, but it's not loosening its grip. That's Rack's go, we move on to Bryn, who sees...
Jump on the one next to Marcus.
You're gonna rage.
Gonna rage
Maybe
instantly
bonus?
and glaive the fuck out of him. Yeah, just try and like glaive away
Alright,
from Marcus.
Yeah.
Remembering when I was being slowly disemboweled and Marcus jumped
You know
in
he's
there,
got your back.
I was like, no,
why
you're gonna
not?
die. So I'm very angry. Hence the rage.
you run up, glaive out, and you sink it straight down the middle of this. Careful and very skilled of you not to hit Marcus in any way. And you split straight down the middle, half of it. This thorny bush creature just collapses to the ground, just one half, and just sort of shrivels up and
You punk
it's
bitch.
gone. The other half, though, still sort of hops around, trying to kind of form itself in a new way, but it can't really. It seems like it's very, very close to death's door. Do you want to do anything else?
Look pissed off at Floyd.
You turn to Fjord, who's just snuffing some bushes, trying to find truffles or something.
Wrong bush, mate.
What I want to do is I want to try and figure out if these creatures are like intelligent or whether they're like just constructs.
Yeah, you can tell that there is some sort of... I know I've just said rule nature, but there is some arcane background to them. They are awakened plants, but granted intelligence and mobility, and they are called blights.
On the one that's grappling Ben, I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
On a plant! You can't make plants laugh!
It turns and it has the urge to kind of laugh, and it lets out this weird sort of... It's not even like a sound, it's more like an airflow that just sort of caresses Yen's face as it sort of tries to form some kind of laughter.
Thanks for that, Rob.
But it
That's
doesn't.
great.
I'm going to run behind a tree.
A tree, Rob. A tree.
Okay, yeah, no, I run towards the woods and then I go.
I was gonna let you do that.
I run and I dither.
Okay.
I spent my,
Roll to dither.
as a bonus action, I dither.
Natural 20, much dithering.
Yen, you can first make your saving throw. You manage to just pull off the vines and throw them to the ground. This thing's already been damaged a bit, and in that confusion, its vines have gone lax a bit, and you're able to just jump out of its body. It's essentially holding you like some sort of humanoid cage, towering over you, and you rip yourself out of that.
Okay,
and
I'll say
manage
thanks
to
for the
get to your
help,
feet.
friends. So I'll back off 30 feet and fire an hammer at it.
As you run away, it tries to limply get some of its vines around you, but
You miss.
brush
I
them
miss.
off. Getting your bow out and pissed off, like, this thing just stood me up. Like, it just made me look like a fucking idiot. You bring up your bow, bing, and let it go, and straight through the head, coming out the other side, But there is a big burst of viney gore as vines just fall from its head formation. It doesn't get killed or knocked prone or anything, but it still tries to live on with like some vines spawning from its head area. Now it is actually the vine's turn. From its centre, it plants itself into the ground, and from that base, vines come out from the ground within a 15-foot radius and entangle anything within that radius, which I'm going to say is going to be Marcus, Bryn, and Rat. So I'm going to need you guys to make strength saving throws to get out the grasp as these vines come up and try and wrap around your feet and try and get up your leg to your knees.
I don't believe this.
We'll drift a roll.
Honestly, I just got another natural
We'll
one.
drift a roll.
Hey man, what was
Plus,
rolling?
I've got 4.
So instantly, Rack, very paranoid of claustrophobic scenarios and being grappled or anything, sees this happening very quickly and just with a few beats of swings just hovers above.
I got a natural 1 plus 3 modifiers, so 4.
In which case you are considered, I'm afraid, you become grappled, entangled by these vines as they wrap around your form. 9. You put up much more of a fight trying to throw these vines off.
But the exact same thing happens.
But the exact same thing
11,
happens.
isn't it?
Can I attack the one that's the thorny one that struck me? But
It's just within your reach of your blade.
what, the one that attacked me first, not the one that's
needle
grappling.
one,
Yeah,
yes.
needle.
Well, the first one is the one that's
Just
grappling,
within,
isn't
and
it?
you can just about like
No,
as
that's
these
fine.
vines are crawling up your body, and because you're the first one to go after this happens, I'm going to allow you to make. It's still just within range.
It's not going to have done anything.
The needle one, which you actually just tried to swipe at, turns around at you. Again, very, very weak, but it just brings out, extends its arm, slashes straight across your face for 8 piercing damage to the face as you take some serious damage and blood just gushing from your cheek. That's that turn, but it's going to move away from you now and start hopping over towards where Rad is. Back.
So I'm going to attack it again, I guess. The vine one just tried to grapple me. Just bloody club at the thing with my cut stuff. Natural 20.
You're annoyed. This thing just trying to grapple you. You're not having any of it. Three or stuff, and you just
With both
basically,
hands.
like both hands, got it in the face really, really quickly.
I might as well use my bonus attack as well.
After bludgeoning it, you come up and with your feet just claw as its sort of form, just trying to get it just to stop
Cut some
spreading.
vines a bit, really.
Cut the vines are falling off and it just keeps shrinking and shrinking as you keep doing this. And it is now like kind of a stump with an arm, but it's still there, but it's not going strong.
I'm picturing like an armbar type, like jump, like bicycle kick in the air, like jumping up, like kicking it in the face, but you're actually flapping your wings to go forward.
What? Clubbering with myself?
Do you want to make a movement or anything, or are you going to stay there?
No, I can't really make a movement from that position. I don't see it as making sense.
So we on to Bryn? Yeah, you're still grappled though.
Natural 20.
Well, this thing has been very weakened, but you just shove these fucking vines off you, and you just stand up and you squish them as you walk over to the little stump arm. And
I'm going to just
you Glaive, how do you want to finish this thing off?
pestle and mortar. Like,
You squish
Like
it till it's kind of a weird liquid, and then all the vines in the circle all just wither and die as it just goes back into the earth, dead.
you bitch. There's the one still on Ben.
It was
Yes.
the other one was coming
That
after
went
me,
after us.
and that one that was grappling Ben is the one that you just killed.
Can I run in between the thing and Ra? So I'm just like, oh.
Now it is Azrad's turn.
I'm going to try frostbite.
Finally, you get to use your frostbite, and you see this frost sort of go
It's a
up
plant,
the
like
twigs. But it's a needle bush, so it doesn't really do much effect. But it does shatter some
Makes
of the
it brittle,
parts.
yeah,
Makes it
yeah.
brittle, and parts fall off.
That's pretty good.
And now it is just this weird sort of skeletal form, which is really just shambling about now.
I'm gonna put on a show of being brave. I've been backing, we're going, then you ran in front, and I'm like, oh, and then I cast a spell, and I'm like, yeah.
I'll fire an arrow.
You bring this arrow, and this thing just shatters from the frostbite to the ground and just dissolves.
The
You're
skull
now
with an
out
arrow.
of
Yeah, because
combat,
six head off.
having defeated these
Dunno.
lights.
Can I very quickly just walk over to Fjord and grab his horns and go, what are you doing? Fucking things going on, right? Look after each other. That's how this works. This is how this has been working all afternoon. Alright? Don't do it again.
Did he sleep in your room at the inn?
Yeah.
Okay,
my
it looks a
buddy.
bit forlorn and sad. Anything you want to do immediately, or
Well, I'm taking a long rest because I'm down to 4 hit points.
Long rest.
Yeah.
long rest?
I've got 4
And long
hit
rest is 8
points left.
hours.
Okay, well, if I take a short rest then and see what
How
happens
long's
with
a short
that.
rest?
an hour.
And do you want to take that short rest in this forest, or do you want to keep going towards the dungeon, or what? Are you going to do it straight here, or?
Well, I might as well. It's up. I mean, I can always catch up with these guys later when they
I
get
would
to
just
the
do it
dungeon.
straight here. There's no point splitting up. Can
Shall
I
we-
spend this hour frolicking with my pet?
You experience 1d8 plus 4 joy.
I assume the zero. So
Did you
I'm
get
gonna
I
damage
spend
that.
half an hour of it
I
meditating.
didn't go for
I
that.
spend the other half picking
Like
bugs
this.
out of my feathers with my beak.
Brilliant. And you just frolic with roll animal handling.
15, 16, 17.
Things seem to be
So
working
hang
quite well.
on. we,
Things are going well between you.
I
You
get
find
him
that
up
the
on a
ball
tree.
is less. He's not wandering off so much anymore. You walk on just as you see some rustling in the forest, possibly more blights around, and you think, okay, it's probably time to head on off now before anything else confronts us. After about a couple of hours of walking, talking, do you come across a clearing, and you're just on the edge of it, and you see in the distance a very simple stone entrance to this sort of cavern that seems to go beneath.
I start walking in with Fjord.
Yeah, I got your back. I'm with you.
I'm a bit shaken up by. I mean, that's the nearest anyone's really come to hurting me is a monster walking towards me quite frighteningly. So
Yeah.
I'm going to roll some perception, see if I can see anything
Go for it.
in the river.
River.
I said Fjord.
Fjord. Oh, I thought we were crossing a river.
No.
Yeah, I really wasn't paying attention. Anyway, so I rolled a 10. But whatever, I rolled a 10.
Okay. You
Nailed it.
You
There's no river here.
You see trees, and
Why
then
are
you
my
see
feet
more
wet?
trees. As you reach this clearing, you walk up towards the entrance, and you didn't see it from a distance, but coming up closer, this very simple sort of facade. It's has very small, intricate carvings and runes on it of a language that you don't read. You may recognize it, but you don't necessarily understand it. And then elegant sort of carvings of these tortured, twisted beings as knights above the doorway seems to be consuming the sky and the day, battling sort of the sun and defeating it, and casting this darkness over this land. You ascertain, probably Shah related, being the goddess of darkness and of loss.
Does it look like there's a way to open the
Well, I'm
doors?
still-
Shut?
It is,
why
it
don't
is
they
just
have
open,
languages?
and you see
Pretty
these
binding.
steps that go into the darkness, but it's not just dark, there is some sort of ethereal, dim green light as well. That sort of lights the whole area. You see some way down below, it goes off into some landing area of some kind. Rack, you probably seem kind of concerned about this whole situation,
business, yeah, a little
having to
bit.
go into the dungeon, but you muster up the strength and you can go in there if you want to. You know there is an end goal to this quest. You know you're going to get information in a party to help you find your lost people, your tribe, and you can trust these people. Having been to the Goblin Den.
I wasn't bullshitting. I really do know something.
You're too thick to deceive me.
Yeah, I think I know. That's what I mean. I'm like, trees.
I saw
there
some
was
parrots. I saw a
bird
parakeet.
and
I've seen birds.
yeah, lots. There's one there. Oh, hello. It's a bird person. I met one of you the other day. He was looking for you. That's literally what I do in my downtime. I'm playing with a boar.
We're bringing the pig in with us.
Yeah, definitely. He's my little mascot slash my champion.
Right, shall we head into this dungeon?
Yeah, let's
I
go.
psyched myself up.
You
Well,
guys
Thanks, bud.
then walk down into this dungeon with this ominous green glow. You do see there are torchlights that light as well,
green
but there
glow,
is
that's
this eminent sort of greenish ethereal glow that's casting weird shadows on the walls, like that just move and flicker.
So you
There's
can't
nothing
work out
there.
where it's coming from.
You don't know what's it's just flickers of shadows across the wall. As you walk into this dungeon and you reach this bottom area,
Oh, sorry, that was
the
me.
landing area, and
I'm
you just
getting
see
nervous.
in front of you just a simple unadorned door. And then you kind of hear in your heads this kind of telepathic voice. Welcome to its home. And you hear just slow moanings and sort of way in the distance. Pains and
Pain
tortures.
Yeah, boy! I think I actually might hit him. Oh, fuck, I'm going to the loo.
What? No. You can't go.
Why not?
It's where the bullies hang out. We need a plan. So, we get Devon to go to homecoming with Stacey Manowski, at which point Big Kevin and Tall Brian will set off the fire alarm and the sprinkler system. And this is going to allow for the Douglas/Asian Brian to go to Mr. Matheson's office and steal the exam answers.